Alright guys, I'm here at... I say alright guys all the time. So I noticed something about the hotels that I'm staying at. Like, I feel like they're made for short people. This is where my eye level is, and that's where the mirror is. It's really weird. I don't know. Alright guys, so I just checked out of my hotel, and the first thing on the agenda today is to get an overpriced hard drive. Let's go. So I just popped out of Best Buy here, picked up my hard drive that I've been needing. So wasn't that overpriced compared to what I could have got it for on Amazon or B&H, but you know, c'est la vie. I'm gonna back up my photos and videos and everything really quick, and then we'll off to my next destination. Also, when I was in there, the guy at checkout complimented my rings, and I was like, oh yeah, well this ring actually has electronics in it, and his mind was blown. It usually happens with people that are like, what the hell? He was like, the ring is literally powerful. I'm like, yeah, nerds. So I just got here to Rockland Breakwater, and the next lighthouse I want to go to is pretty close by, so we'll see if I have enough time before the sun sets to make it there or not. But I thought it was really funny. Right before coming down here is like a half a mile stretch with this long road coming to the point where you have to get out to go to the lighthouse. And all along that road, there's signs that say, it's like, no, the lighthouse is straight ahead. Don't listen to Google Maps. I thought that was funny. Also, Apple Maps took me straight to where I needed to go, so win for Apple, I guess. Alright guys, it's windy as fuck outside. It's not that cold. It's mostly just the wind that makes it colder. I'm sure it'll get colder when I go out there, but this is where we're going. This place is gorgeous. Didn't recognize that there was a seagull there. I'm sorry if I keep looking down. I'm trying not to die on these rocks because I don't know how to swim, and the ocean is like 12 feet on, well, 6 feet on either side of me. I'm trying to stay in the middle, so at least if I slip and fall, I can just crack my head open as opposed to, you know, drown. Why would I come out here when it's super cold and windy and I don't know how to swim, and it just rained? It just stopped raining like a half an hour ago, you know, so all the rocks are slippery. Sounds like a terrible idea. I don't know, it's exciting, it feels adventurous even though I'm just walking down some rocks in the Atlantic Ocean a mile out to a fucking lighthouse. There's something about this place that's just really peaceful and tranquil, despite the fact that it's super loud because of the waves crashing, because it just storms. If this wasn't so far away from civilization, I would live in places like this. Problem is, I need civilization. So we made it to the end here, and this is the lighthouse behind me. I'm not sure if the lighthouse is open yet, I haven't checked, but I just wanted to take a few minutes just to kind of sit out here for a little bit. It's really peaceful out here, and I love it. And with the lighthouse behind me, it kind of blocks the wind a little bit, so the wind isn't as dramatic. said it before, but I love how beautiful just hear the waves crashing against the stones. The clean, crisp air coming in from the ocean. It wouldn't take much to get me to stay out here all day. It's not even that cold anymore. I put on 2 jackets just in case, but I probably could have made do with one. I love when the wind hits. I don't know why. It's just like nice, cool, fresh air that just hits you really well. I don't know. I feel like a broken record, but it's just so goddamn gorgeous. These clouds are amazing. Yeah, it's not bad behind that. The wind doesn't hit you anymore. Yeah. I honestly don't even know if I want to go to the other lighthouse. I might just stay here for a little while. Guys, the wind is fucking brutal right now. There's no one here. It's just me and this lighthouse. But it also looks like it's about to start raining again. And I don't know if I really want to be out all the way over here when it rains. It's definitely colder now. That seagull had a starfish in his mouth. I don't know. Where did he get the starfish? Like, I mean, I guess over by the beach, but like, why drag it? I don't know. Alright guys, so on to the next stop. Here, probably got about a half an hour before sunset, and we're at Owl's Head. So, I don't know if it's gonna be cool or not, but this is a really sweet pathway and everything. So I made it here to the lighthouse. You can kind of see it behind me, and it's really pretty out here and everything. It's a really great overlook spot. Unfortunately, you can't go inside of the lighthouse, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, I actually want to go over there. Over there. I don't know if that's a possibility or if I'd make it there in time. But I was hoping to get a really nice shot of the lighthouse, and I got something decent I'll show you here, but I need something a little bit further back. I don't know if I'm missing something here like I did with the first lighthouse that I did yesterday, but yeah, I mean, it's overall it's a cool spot, but don't plan on being here for very long if you do go to Owl's Head. Maybe it's seasonal and it opens during some other time. I don't know, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, so I'm not sure what else I'll be able to make it to today since it's already getting close to 5 and the sun's going to go down soon and I have no service, so I wasn't planning on anything else because I was planning on this one taking a little bit longer. Whew. Sorry, there's some steps here. And yeah, I don't know. I guess try and find service somewhere, maybe like a Wi-Fi spot I like. Restaurant or something like that. So right as I was about to leave, I was like, wait a minute, there's a little trail here. Wait a minute. Look at this. is that my chance, my opportunity of getting down here to get a cool shot of the lighthouse. But then I walked to the edge here, and I don't think I'm really going to be able to get down here. Unless I want to try to jump like 30-40 feet, that's probably not a good idea. So I just got into town, and I had to pull over because I'm going in and out of service. Thanks, Sprint. But I've had service for a few minutes, and my mom called me, so I pulled over, and my grandma just had a heart attack. Apparently, it happened about 4 days ago. Before I left on my trip, it was actually, my mom was getting worried because my grandma wasn't calling. She's like, I don't know what's going on, because usually my mom and my grandma talk to each other like every day or every other day, and it was like 4 days of not hearing anything, and she was getting worried. Well, today she just found out. Like, my aunt picked up the phone at my grandma's house when my mom was calling, and then she explained what was going on. Yeah, my grandma lives like 4 hours away from my mom, so it's not like I could just, she couldn't have just like stopped on by to see what was happening or anything like that. And my aunt is really the only one up there that's left that's really like family, that's close to my grandma. So yeah, her heart valve's closed like 90%. They have to put something in to open it up. Apparently she hasn't been talking right. Like she was pretending, well, in her mind she thought she was in her apartment and not in the hospital where she's actually at, and she was saying things like how she was just at the high school earlier that morning, and clearly she was in a bed in a hospital. I don't know all the details of everything that happened, and didn't really explain much. And so my mom and I are just hoping that hopefully it's just the heavy amounts of drugs that they're putting her on right now, that she's a little loopy. My aunt, on the phone with my mom, she was saying, and my mom was like bawling, she's like, why didn't you call me? Like, why didn't you tell anyone? She's like, and my aunt was like, well, I didn't tell anyone. It's like, I wasn't planning on telling anyone. And you know what? When she dies, which, by the way, she says when, not like if she dies, like from this, like when she dies from this. Like, I'm not going to tell anyone. The only way anyone's going to find out that she died is I'm going to send like newspaper clippings of her obituary to everyone in the mail. And that's how I'm going to contact everyone. So she's a fucking raging bitch. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to the Acadia State Park, or National Park. I don't know if there's really much of a difference. It's a park. I'm going to Acadia. It looks really beautiful on paper and from all the images I've seen online. So I'm really excited to go there. Today it was cool. It was great. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to take the photo, and it was super windy, and anything that I wanted to do, the wind would have like murdered it. So that sucked, but it was still a really great experience. I enjoyed being there, just in that moment, even though I didn't get anything out of it. Like, I didn't get any photos or really a lot of like footage out of it. It's fine, because I got a great experience out of it, and really that's what life is all about. That's what traveling should be about, I know I'm a photographer, and my job is to be like, hey, take photos. Even when I don't have that ability to just do that, to take photos, or even when I'm just like, even when I don't take anything, I still, as long as I get some kind of good experience out of it, I'm hype.